You know you want to make a career change. You know you are totally demotivated, feeling unfulfilled, and scared of how your future might look like if you stay in the job that you are in. But you have no idea at all what career you want to change into. Does this sound familiar? As I shared in my last video, it is never too late to make a career change, especially with the right strategies in place and a strong mindset to make the journey more manageable and less intimidating. In this video, we're going to look at the first step that you need to make a career change happen. The first step is all about mindset. Mindset is critical because without the right mindset, it will be super easy to give up and let your fears make you believe that making a career change is a big mistake. The first mindset exercise is to know your why, because it will make the how much easier later on. When I wanted to make a major career change, I had no idea what else I wanted to do, or even if I did, I had no sense of whether those ideas were feasible and no idea where to start. Looking back, I now realize something I didn't at the time, that I was blinded in my view of the world of work. All I knew was the industry I was in. I had surface level visibility of some other careers, but there were so many fields and roles that were completely off my radar screen. I must admit, I was also scared of taking a cut in salary, scared of what my family and friends would think, and scared of losing the status I had worked so hard to achieve. These weren't obstacles in the outside world, they were obstacles within me. It was me, my lack of knowledge, and my fears that was holding me back. Does this also hold true for you? So to know your why, get a pen and paper or use an online whiteboard. Create 3 columns, and in the first column, list out all the things you dislike in your job and why. In the second column, list out why do you want a career change? How will it impact your future? In the third column, what is the ideal kind of job that you want to do? Here is an example of the whiteboard exercise that I created using Canva. So in the first column, what do you dislike about your job and why? Some questions that you can use to help you get some key points in this column are, what do you dislike about your job overall? Think about the environment, the surroundings. Think about the light, the noise, the place. Who are you with? How are the colleagues like that makes you feel unhappy or unfulfilled? What are the kind of activities that you dislike about your job? The kinds of tasks that drains you, makes you feel that the work that you do is pointless. And in the second column, why do you want a career change? How will it impact your future? This is really important so that you hold on to what is the motivation behind you wanting to do a career change. The more key points that you can put into this column, the better. And in the last third column, what is the ideal kind of job that you want to do? Think about, where are you on your perfect day? The environment, the surroundings. What's the kind of people that you'd like to work with? What's missing from your current role or career that you'd ideally like to have? What would you not compromise in your next role? What are you doing, specifically the tasks, the activities that you enjoy doing that energizes you? List them all out in this column. The second mindset exercise is to stop focusing on what others might think and start focusing on what future you want. I really love this quote by David Foster Wallace. You probably wouldn't worry about what people think of you if you could know how seldom they do. The reality is, everyone has their own problems. Most people are so focused on their own problems that no one really cares about us or what we do. Even when celebrities or royal families screw up, do people talk about them? Yes. But guess what? Give it a few weeks or months, no one will be talking about those screw-ups anymore because those moments will become old news, since every other day there will be some kind of new screw-up or gossip for people to focus on. So ask yourself, why are you wasting your precious time worrying about what others might be thinking about you, when you could be using that time and energy identifying the career path you want to shift into? The third mindset exercise is to challenge your fears using cognitive restructuring. Cognitive restructuring is a type of cognitive behavioral therapy tool, short CBT, that can help you identify negative thoughts, challenge the negative thoughts, and then replace those negative thoughts with realistic thoughts and calming statements that can help you in stressful situations. Some frequent fears that come up when a career change is in question are things like, I'm too old for a career change. I'm not skilled enough. I'm probably gonna get a pay cut. I might regret this and waste the career that I've built up so far. Now let's address two of them to give you an example of how this exercise works. This statement, I'm too old for a career change. You probably have heard others say it before, or maybe even you yourself might be feeling this fear. But ask yourself, says who? Do you know for sure that you are too old to make a career change? If you don't know for sure, then go do research, read articles and forums to understand if this is indeed true. In the end, you most probably will find facts that will prove to yourself that your initial fear was incorrect. Another fear I hear very often from my clients is, I might regret this and waste the career that I've built up so far. How do you know you will regret the change? What if you end up being proud of yourself that you actually did make a career change and end up feeling really fulfilled years from now? Whenever this fear creeps up, I want you to imagine yourself standing in a forest and you have various paths in front of you, but you're paralyzed because you don't want to make a mistake. Here comes the challenge and the reality. If you don't take any of the paths, you're never going to get out of the forest. If you take one of them, even if it may not be the right track, gently remind yourself that you can always course correct. Making a career change isn't easy, otherwise everyone would be doing it. But it is possible. There are hundreds, if not thousands of stories online that shows that it is possible. And remember, this isn't just about your career, it's about your life. It's about how you feel every morning. It's about how that rubs off on your health, your relationship, and ultimately, it's about the impact that you can make on the world through being alive in what you do. The stakes are high, but they're even higher if you don't do anything about it. So do yourself a favor and don't just watch this video. Take action today by working on your mindset and fears using the exercises shared in this video. Also, do share with me, what other fears are holding you back from taking action? I'd really like to hear from you, so do share with me in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video.